Yo, 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 yo. Let's get this show on the road.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Inferno Hot Corner, episode 4. I am your host, Biking around with my lovely co-host, Mr. Dreamer. LV, how we doing, Dreamer?
What's going on, baby? What's going on? Doing fantastic. Not doing fantastic in the week, but doing fantastic.
We'll get into that shortly. Let's get into it in a bit. But first, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Raising Canes, Paradox Custom, Sure, and ZipShare Gaming. They are providing the prizes for our league this season. You want to talk to us about the prizes, Mr. Dreamer?
Go ahead and get into what the prizes are going to be this year. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, we're gonna memorize these soon. It's a lot of prizes. It's a lot of
See, I haven't memorized for the most part, but I just, you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to mess it up. So we'll get into the prizes right here. I have them on my screen, obviously, but so the winning duo. If you guys are new here and you guys haven't already haven't seen this already, the winning duo, aka one LVI community member in one division and one LVI member in another division, are paired up together. That winning duo, if even one of them wins the league, will receive one life-size Canes Inferno plush, which is, from what I heard, absolutely fantastic. An assortment of Canes box combo cards. Shout out to Canes.
Yeah.
An Inferno trophy presented by Canes. I'm getting a feeling here that Canes is like a big name over here right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm wearing them on my hat right now too. You know,
yeah,
got my Canes hat.
Yeah, like shit.
I might be the one delivering it. Actually, I might be back.
Who knows? One tailgate feeding of 10. 2 times zip chairs. 2 Sure items. These wonderful mics right here. Yeah, Sure makes the best items, so there's no telling what they're going to be giving out. And 2 BR Paradox keyboards. So, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be some.
Yep. So with that being said, we'll get right into it. Let's talk about our first matchup of the week. Host versus host. We got myself, Mr. Dreamer, and I don't know if I have much to say here. I think Dreamer, you want to talk about what happened here this week?
No, I really don't. I really don't.
Honestly,
really don't. My team quite literally just I don't know, man.
Under 100.
Show up. They will not show up. I don't get it. I never will understand why we're gonna sit here and just rock it under 100 on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at my team, dude, if Josh Allen is giving you 8.76 points,
yeah, pretty bad game by those guys, man.
Just cry real tears at that point. You know what I mean? We have nothing to say at that point. There's
James Cook, he must have forgot to turn on the burner on the stove there. I mean, obviously, you're riding high on the Bills. The Bills have been dominating so far. They were undefeated up until the other night against the Ravens, where Derrick Henry, Havoc's favorite player, and Lamar Jackson just ran amok on him. Unfortunately, I mean, you got to stack it. When it works, and it works the majority of the time. But just this week, was an off week.
I mean, Baltimore just absolutely shut Buffalo down. They shut them down. 16 for 29, 180 yards. Cool, right? It's acceptable, but it's under Josh Allen's progression, right?
Yeah.
5 carries, 21 yards. Cool. Fumble loss. That's not normal for him.
Yeah, no
3
TDs.
Sacks. So that offensive line was having a little bit of struggle against that Baltimore defense, which is absolutely cooking right now. And then, Cook, 9 carries, 39 yards, only 1 reception out of the backfield. That's not normal for him. So it's
it's a tough one.
It's just a rough week out of Buffalo. But then you get to, Chuba Hubbard.
Hey, Chuba looking nice.
Cooking.
Yeah, Chuba looking nice. Back-to-back weeks.
You know what? He's got a habit of coming in for whoever. If people don't know, he was McCaffrey's backup at one point. If I'm not mistaken,
I did not know that.
Yeah, when McCaffrey went down towards the end of his tenure in Carolina, Chuba was there. Literally, look at Chuba. He's been in the.
I mean, he's nice. He's nice. He was decently value last year, even for Carolina. He just was, this is
his 4th year, so he's been in the league for 4 years. He was in there 2021, like I said, towards the end of McCaffrey's tenure, right? Because McCaffrey's only been in San Francisco since
2022, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last part of McCaffrey's tenure, Chuba turned up, and even when you look at 2021, right? Put up 600 yards in 2021, 5 touchdowns. He was a top 35 ranked, running back. 2022, I think he was still behind somebody. I can't remember who was over there.
Miles Sanders. I think him and Miles Sanders are splitting carries.
Miles Sanders hasn't. He didn't slide out of.
No, were they not splitting carries? 2022.
In 2022, no. Miles Sanders was
just last year. Oh, okay.
2023, that's when he was the main guy over there. 238 attempts, 902 yards. He was a top 30 running back last year, and then of course this year,
he's looking good.
55 attempts already, 296 yards and a touchdown, averaging 5.3.
Yeah,
top 15 running back right now.
Slow start for him, but he's. Again, let me check this Miles Sanders. Oh yeah, he was in Philly, huh?
Yeah.
So last year you split carries with him. I mean, he's looking good. He's looking good. I mean, he's still pretty young too. So I mean, a lot of good late round pickups. Sometimes for some people, even a waiver wire pickup. I think did you get him off waivers or you drafted him?
If I'm not mistaken, I got him off waivers. Yeah, Piffin drafted him.
Oh, your boy Piff dropped him, man. Come on, my boy Piff dropped him.
Drafted him on September 3rd. Dropped him on September 11th. I picked him up on September 13th and just been kicking it the last couple weeks.
Yeah, he's definitely been helping your team out here, even though nobody else showed up. Garrett Wilson, man, is this guy coming around or what? Is this guy coming around?
I don't know, bro. I mean, he's already got when you look at him right now, 34 targets, 20 receptions, 191 yards. He's averaging 10 yards per catch. He's averaging a first down per catch. But he's not getting the ball at all. He's quite literally he's getting. Here's the crazy part. I don't know where it's coming from. Is he being underthrown? Is he dropping the ball? I wish we had a drop balls kind of statistic.
Yeah, or catchable balls versus.
Yeah, because frankly, he's not he's just not getting the ball.
Yeah.
Like 11 targets in week 1, 6
How many
receptions.
red zone targets? Is he getting any red zone targets? I don't even know.
Yeah,
He only has one touchdown.
he's playing 96% of the snaps every week. But like 9 targets last week, 8 targets this week. Like he's getting targeted. He's getting some yardage, but like I feel like it's short yardage situation, no touchdowns, nothing in the red zone. I did see him drop a ball last week in the red zone, but like man, he's got to get it together, man. I mean, he's ranked 39th wide receiver in the league right now.
And he was drafted in like first round draft pick.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I literally drafted him. He was my first pick at 12. I drafted him, and then I drafted who did I draft right after that?
Josh Allen. No, I'm just kidding. You probably drafted James Cook.
Brown?
James Cook. Oh, AJ Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, I went AJ Brown in.
Did you trade him or what?
No, I have him on IR.
Oh, okay. I don't know why IR doesn't show on these matchups though, even though they show the bench.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's coming back soon.
You know, Garrett Wilson is just. I don't even know what's going on with him. I'm gonna chalk a lot of that up to maybe. You know what? I'm gonna chalk it up to the New York Jets. How about that?
There you go.
Let's just move on to the next one. Amari Cooper, little lackluster this week after a big pop last week. But realistically, not his fault. Deshaun Watson is ass. I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on that. He's just ass. Put in Jameis Winston. Let him chuck the ball. Dallas Goedert, another good showing. Not solid. As much as last week, obviously.
Yeah, but you get double digits from tight ends at this point right now. Here's
the crazy part. Dallas Goedert, 12 points, 8 targets, 8 targets on 7 receptions, 62 yards, and only played 63% of the snaps. So, like, cool. I'll take it. This was one for mine that I kind of threw in last second, picked up off the waiver wire. Trey Tucker. The man played 85%, 6 targets, 5 receptions, 41 yards. You know, he didn't really do much with it, touchdown wise or anything like that. In fact, I think he have a rushing touchdown.
It says he does. Yeah, 1 carry for 3 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, so that's where the points came from. Even if he didn't have that touchdown, he still would have put up a respectable 8. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for a plug and play.
Yeah, a little waiver wire 8 because Devontae wasn't there, and obviously I'm not putting in Zamir White. Here's the crazy part about Zamir White when I go down to my bench, 17 carries, 50 yards.
That's a good game for him.
You know what? That's not the most horrible thing in the world. In fact, that's a season high in attempts and in yards.
Just lost half of it.
2.94 yards per carry is crazy, bro. Like, what are you?
And he lost half his points by losing a fumble.
Yeah, you're touching the ball 17 times, brother. You're telling me you can't break for a 10-yard carry or something? Like, damn.
Brown's got hold with the calls, having says.
Yeah, somewhere down here it says he remains a tough for fantasy managers to trust in low-end RB2, high-end RB3 range. Obviously, like I'm not trusting him at all, bro.
Until you see something from you. I expect him to do something.
This man's killing me. Thankfully, Justin Tucker didn't even get a field goal attempt because
I was about to say, anyways. Yeah. Didn't have to worry about losing points. 5 extra points.
KC defense things.
Solid.
P. Ryan with a late touchdown to give him any kind of points. I didn't put in Sutton. And here's why. This man, Bo Nix, cannot throw the ball.
I mean, he got targeted 9 times, only caught the ball 3 times. Luckily, one of them was for a touchdown. So, I mean, he's getting the targets, he's getting the volume, but man, the targets or reception ratio is low.
That's what I'm saying. This man just cannot throw the ball. He can't throw the ball. Do you know what Bo Nix had for the week? Do you know how he won that game? Let me tell you how Bo Nix won that game.
Probably running.
Bo Nix had 25. He went 12 for 25. Can you tell me how many yards he had?
I can find out right now.
60 yards.
60 yards passing, man. That's
12
terrible.
for 25, 60 yards passing, and still beat the New York Jets.
That's how bad the Jets did. I mean, the Jets didn't score a touchdown, man. That's insane.
On, man. There's no way that this kid was hyped up to be what he is and just came out and did 60 yards. Don't get me wrong. The last 2 weeks against Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay, 246
decent,
yards. Yards. Cool. Maybe this is a really shit game.
So you could just say their defense won that one then.
He threw his first ever touchdown this week. And it just so happened to be DeCourtland Sutton.
Hey, he
Like,
might be a man. All right, well, enough about your
no.
team. Let's talk about the winning team here.
Yeah.
My team actually did pretty good overall. I mean, I'm pretty happy about my team. I mean, you know, Etienne probably the lowest score on my team, but everybody else is pretty much around projected or above projected. You know, I'm liking my team right now. I feel like I have one of the best teams that have the worst records. I finally get my first win.
You grabbed my sleeper pickup last week in Deontay, and he's still killing it.
He was my sleeper pick too. I just didn't want to say it.
He's still killing it.
Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, you got Chuba, I got Deontay Johnson. You know, best of both worlds. You know, Adam Thielen out obviously, so he's #1 target. As long as Mr. Red Rocket himself, or I guess people call him Red Rifle. I always call him Red Rocket. But Andy Dalton at quarterback. How's Carolina Panthers offense looking good? Their defense still shit. They lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals starting to come around, get warmed up. Shout out the boy McPherson hitting his field goals, putting up 10.5 points for me there. Dallas defense, positive points this week.
Let's go.
Positive points this week.
Let's go.
Defeating the Giants. The Giants actually, Daniel Jones was low-key throwing nice. Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, both Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors we'll see in some of these other matches. Man, double-digit catches, over 100 yards, all that stuff. You know, but the Cowboys got away with the win there, and I'm happy that the defense, you know, put some points from me. They got a little forced fumble.
I know what's more fucked up. Like, look at your bench. It didn't matter who I played.
Dude, my bench is popping off. I didn't know that if Jordan Love was gonna be healthy, so I was just trying to.
So I kept him out of a couple leagues too.
Kept Jaden Reed on the bench, but oh man, all the people that have been trying to trade me for Jaden Reed, you can't have them unless you give me something good.
Even McConkey,
McConkey looked
5
nice
for
too.
7 and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Pollard. Now 22
he vultured that. He vultured a touchdown at the end of the. I have no clue why they ran a play on 4th down out near the goal line and ran it for a touchdown. But hey, it busted a bunch of people's parlays that had the over on the 37.5.
Even let's talk about Kareem Hunt, man.
My boy Kareem Hunt,
69 yards.
First game back, been out. You know, the return to KC.
They just handed him the keys. They said, you know what, you're the golden boy here. Let's just hand you the keys. You know what I mean? Go back to being who you used to be.
Yeah, I tried to pick him up in other leagues. I wasn't able to get him. Unfortunately, I had to have Carson Steele. We'll get to Carson Steele for whoever has Carson Steele. Carson Steele put up a nice negative 0.4 points. So, you know, it probably helped a lot of people lose this week. Myself included another week.
I'm trying to get Kareem Hunt in a couple different leagues right now, man. I have him picked up.
Is he still on the wire? Oh, is he still on the wire? He was on the wire still?
Dude, he was still on the wire. And I didn't pick him up on the wire either because I was like, you know what? They're going to give Carson Steele a couple weeks.
Yeah. I thought so too. I thought Carson Steele was going to dominate this week still, and then Kareem Hunt was maybe going to be more, you know, get his legs under him next week. But he looked good, man. Gesicki, you know, I got him in. I was just holding him down, you know, keep him on the roster while my boy Travis Kelce, you know, learns how to play football again. Now he's kind of going to be forced into playing because of the significant injury to Mr. Rashee Rice. So it looks like Travis Kelce stopped going up. Rashee Rice, RIP to his season.
He gave you 89 yards this week.
Oh no, this is the best week. This best week of the season, man. I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
No, heck yeah. Anything, like I said, tight end, you get anything double digits, we're good. But now it's like for sure he's gonna have a role because of that offense over there in KC, man. What's up, Aaron? This is the Broncos franchise QB, but when Seahawks face Broncos, it's the easy. But Aaron Rodgers can't beat them. Oh man. Why does this man Havoc always speak with caps? Do you have a cap lock button? All right.
Could not tell you, but yeah, no, your team put up a hell of a week, honestly.
I know. I hope they all didn't waste it all in 1 week.
Positive points this week, thank God. They only let up 300 yards, which, you know, is kind of a whole lot better than the last 2 weeks. They shut down the running game for the most part. I mean, literally shut down the running game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that offense only ran for.
Singletary did cheeks this week. So,
their rushing game is under 50 yards.
Yeah, so which is good after they were like a porous water spout for the first 2 weeks.
I mean, we could be Buffalo's defense who gave up literally 200 yards to Derrick Henry alone. So
yeah, yo, Aaron's name is actually Aaron Rodgers. Aaron in our league, you're Aaron Rodgers, dude. Can I have your autograph? Aaron, his actual last name is Rodgers. I need your autograph, man.
Not spelled correctly though.
Yeah, your Aaron's spelled weird.
But yeah, all around this week, for me and you, is just it was a hell of a comeback. Last week for me. This week, not so much.
It's okay. This week is my turn, man. You can't you can't leave me down in the gutter like that.
Yeah, going into Monday, I was looking really good actually. Like going into Monday, I think I was down like 18 to you, but I had Allen, Cook, and I had Tucker going into Monday. So I was like, okay, if Tucker can give me 10 to 12, and
Did
then
they play
Allen
on or going into Sunday night? Maybe you think going into Sunday night?
Into Monday because
they didn't play Monday.
Ooh, Josh Allen?
Yeah. No, he didn't play Monday. That was
going into Sunday
night. Sunday night game. Yeah, there was a Sunday night game.
Yeah. So, but, I mean, I had them, and you had like Amon-Ra the next night.
Amon-Ra, DK. Yeah, they weren't anything crazy either. So.
Yeah, so it's like if I was down to 18, you put up another 24, right?
You expect at least 30 out of these two right here. Josh Allen and Cook together, 30 to 40
total, and that would have put me down 12. I mean,
my guys would have still had to step up, but
But you can expect Josh Allen to get you more than 15, so it's like, it would have been close, but frankly, we're sitting in a weird spot.
Yeah,
I do have a trade. Weirdly enough, looks like.
Oh, are we from somebody in the chat, or are we talking about something else?
We are talking about somebody in the chat. Is it somebody in the chat? I just saw it. No bullshit. Is he in the chat right now?
Aaron or Havoc?
Nah, neither one.
All
right, we'll hold on to it for the moment. All right,
let's get moving. We'll do a little quicker through these other matchups, but we had to highlight the the host matchup of the week. We got the boy Tamer, the only team in the league to stay undefeated and in a dominating fashion over Dazzle. What happened to Dazzle here? I don't know, but looks like his receivers luck ran out there. Dazzle's team, I've never really. He has 3 quarterbacks. This man has 3. He's hoarding 3 quarterbacks and decides to start the one worst one. 20-point swing right there. Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love on the bench. Aaron Rodgers, And then we got Devontae Adams, who requested a trade today after being out due to injury, quote unquote. Kind of sucks. It's gonna suck for maybe a couple weeks, but who knows? It might pay off if he goes to a team with a quarterback that actually throws him the ball and throws it well. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Who knows? Maybe with Garrett Wilson struggling, or with Rashee Rice going down, maybe Devontae finds one of those 2 places. Gonna hurt the value of the receivers over there, but he's sitting out. Dude, the Niners defense, man.
Yeah, the Niners defense, like
29 points.
29 points is absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. There's just no way.
6 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. 2 of them they recovered, and they got a touchdown out of it. And a pick.
Yes, that's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Kenneth Walker, first week back from injury. Shit first half. He had 6 yards rushing at the half. Second half, rushes for 74 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's kind of crazy there. So that really probably pulled everybody away. The Tamer's 4 running back combo really working out from. Obviously, Rashad White taking the short end of the stick. He hasn't been playing too well. You got Bucky, is it Bucky Irving? Stealing some carries from him over there. Hey, is the RB strat the way to go? Is the RB strat working for Tamer? You think it's what do you call that? Sustainable?
I think the biggest thing is like when you're looking at this thing between Tamer, right? Looking at his team, Jahmyr Gibbs, top tier, always going to get touches in the red zone. Saquon Barkley, we all know he's top tier. Back 14 is a little bit of a down week for him to a degree.
Worst game of the season for him. Yeah.
Yeah, 8.4 yards per carry and couldn't add a touchdown. That's the only thing that brought him down.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly enough.
They were playing from behind most of the game too because Tampa Bay was whooping that ass.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker has an absolutely monster game, which is kind of crazy coming off of that injury. So 12 carries, 80 yards, 3 touchdowns is ridiculous. Good work out of the backfield receiving wise. The running back thing for him is going to work. It's going to work, and I've always been big on running backs in leagues. I went wide receiver this year in all my leagues instead of going running back. In most of my leagues, it's working out. This one, not so much. But my wide receivers are also sitting there injured. So
Yeah, my thing is bye weeks are coming up, and I don't see much depth on that bench. And
There's
on
not
his
a lot of depth on that
and
bench.
his
And
his
even Rashad White ain't working right now.
Yeah, Rashad White ain't working, and then obviously George Pickens, Wan'Dale Robinson had pretty good games, but man, is it sustainable? I know Justin Fields heating up, building that confidence there, with Russell Wilson lurking or whatever. But
I mean, here's the thing though, like there might be depth there though. That the thing is like I think Zamir White gets taken out of the question really soon. I think Alexander is that running back one. He had 5 carries for 60 freaking yards, man. Like, there's no way you don't start handing this man the ball. You have to give up on the Zamir White train, which sucks because that he's on my team. But like, when do they just hand Madison the key castle there, bro?
I just don't. Even if they hand it to him, though, I still don't see him. Even when he, had the opportunity to be RB1 over at Minnesota, still couldn't put up high numbers. So I mean, I still think his ceiling is not too tall. But maybe for plug and play, you never know. I mean, he'll be on Rashid Shaheed, but rotating Rashid Shaheed, George Pickens, and Wan'Dale. I mean, I don't know if I can rely on those guys every week, but at least he does have a solid running back core, and it's working out for him so far. He is undefeated. Dasso suffers his first loss, so we'll just have to wait and see right there.
I'm going to.
Yeah, do your step away.
No.
You got to trade for me. Who got to trade for me? Havoc.
Sorry, I'm looking at this trade right now, and I'm very much thinking about just grabbing it right this. Sorry.
Yeah. Would you like to announce the trade?
I don't know if I want to announce the trade right now because I kind of want to counter the trade, but I don't know if he's in chat.
Well, he might not be in chat. I mean, he say his name 3 times, maybe he'll show up. Piffin. I could just text him.
Text him and tell him to get in here. We might have a trade live on stream right now, chat. Live on stream, right?
Let's see. Well, can you at least say what the proposal is? You can counter.
The proposal trade right here is he wants Sutton and James Cook.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving up Tyreek Hill and Devin Singletary.
Sutton and James Cook for Tyreek Hill and Devin Singletary. Dang, he's gonna give up Tyreek Hill right before.
Gave up on Miami, man.
Right before, right. I mean, I was talking to him last night. I told him, like, Tyreek Hill. I mean, Tua's coming back soon. He was already on the sidelines last night.
We're gonna go ahead and accept that trade, Jet. We're gonna go ahead and accept that trade.
Aaron said he could offer you better. Don't accept it. Oh,
I was gonna counter, but
Tua's not playing. He's gonna be playing soon. Tua should not be allowed to play. Well, I mean, it's up to him. I mean, obviously, with he's got to talk to his medical people. But
I mean, Aaron, feel free to throw something out there. The trade is not process.
Who knows? Who knows? We could mob veto it if we want to. If you don't believe it's fair.
I mean, it's fair.
CMC, man.
Giving anything
CMC is not playing this year. Oh, he just accepted Piffin in the chat. Dreamer just accepted your trade. It's sad to say that you're giving up on Tyreek Hill, huh? You're giving up on Tyreek Hill. Let's go. We just have a major trade in the league. We got Dreamer and Mr. B. Piffin. Dreamer accepting a trade to send Cortland Sutton and James Cook away to Mr. B. Piffin in return for Tyreek Hill and Devin Singletary. He was gonna counter you, but then he felt good about it.
Piffin, I was gonna counter you, right? And I'll throw this counter out to you if you want. Honestly, I wanted Ramondre instead of Devin. If you would be up for that counter, then we can go ahead and bring the trade down and then redo the trade really quick. But I did want Ramondre, to be also honest.
Mondre and Singletary Piff. I know Piffin's a New York Giants fan too, and I know that Dreamer's a Mondre fan. So might be. I mean,
Mondre's my guy, man.
Devin trade. Yeah, Devin's been traded. Yeah, but a lot of people don't like the name Devin, myself included. So
Facts.
Yeah, who names their kid Devin? I don't know, but Devin Singletary going over Dreamer's roster unless Piffin wants to adjust the trade. If they want to adjust the trade, they could do it. All right, let's go back.
Down, we can adjust it. If not, then
Yeah. All right, back to our next matchup. We got Defy trying to get his first win of the season. He does score over 100 points for the first time all season, but Anthony Richardson shits the bed, gets hurt, and it's Joe Flacco
he's
time,
shit in the
man.
bed regardless, so it's just
Joe
like
Flacco time, man.
Does it really make a difference? Like,
That's true.
I mean, you put Flacco in there, you go out and you win a game.
My bad. Defy did win week 1, but you know, week 1 was ages ago.
I gotta go downstairs. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll talk about this game. All right. Havoc, you have anything to say about your game over here? Yeah, Piff, if you would rather, it's up to you, Piff. If you want to change it, then let us know. We'll veto it, or you know. But if you truly would rather have Devin Singletary, then don't say nothing. All right, Havoc over here. Havoc got the boy Derrick Henry and Alvin Kamara. Probably you might have one of the best running back duos in the league, Havoc. And I know that everybody gave you poop about it. You know, picking Henry in what, the 11th spot, and then you picked up Kamara maybe on the 14th, right? So I mean, you're looking good, Havoc. Havoc moving up to 2-2. Defy moving to 1-3. Josh Jacobs, 4 weeks in, I'm a Packers fan. They were down by 28 points early into the second half. And, you know, it was nice to see that, you know, obviously Josh Jacobs, it was a passing game, so he got less run, but he still managed to get 10 points out of it. DeAndre Swift out of nowhere. Dropping 28 points. Don't know where that came from. Brandon Ayuk still doing Brandon Ayuk things. You know, probably too busy counting his money, not enough time practicing. Deebo Samuel comes back out of injury and outperforms Brandon Ayuk. You know, Ayuk might be the third or fourth. He might be the fourth option out there in San Francisco. You know, nothing too crazy here. I mean, obviously a big difference here. We got Jake Ferguson outscoring Kyle Pitts by 10 points. Kyle Pitts putting up a big 0. Jameson Williams only caught 2 passes, but one of them was a 70-yard TD, and you know, saves his week. I mean, Jameson Williams actually been pretty solid. Last week he's kind of boomer bust. The last 2 weeks he's only had 5 targets though. In the first 2 weeks he had 20 targets, so might be a little concerning there. But somehow he finds a way to make a big play and salvage his fantasy night. You know, Brandon Aubrey, the best kicker in the NFL, missing his first ever career 50-yard field goal, only to help Vegas, you know, win its bets, you know. So, I mean, I call collusion on that. Brandon Aubrey got the call from Vegas, said, hey, man, I need you to miss that field goal, and he did. Tampa Bay
and I
defense,
call collusion too, man.
Bro, he missed that on purpose.
How does the most accurate kicker
he don't miss
in the
those.
NFL miss a chip shot, in his opinion,
Exactly,
and then turn around and like just for the spread? Like, are we serious?
Exactly. Oh, yeah. I know. That's what. Yeah. You know, it's in question. The integrity of the game is being put in question here. We also had, you know, same thing with like Tony Pollard running in on a 4th down when they're up by freaking 15 points already, running in for a touchdown at the end of the Titans Miami game. Yeah. I mean, your running backs look good, Havoc, you know, putting up 117 points. Your RB is accounting for 62 of it, 62 and a half of that. You know, the rest of your team kind of doo-doo. Jake Ferguson, though, is looking nice now that he's back from being injured. Sam Darnold on your bench. I mean, you got Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold, so, you know, Sam Darnold might be he's been cooking, man. Sam Darnold, for those of you that don't have him, and he was widely available as of last week. I'm almost certain that he will be available no more after this week. So if he is on your waivers, huh?
Who do you think's picking him up this week?
Well, Havoc has him already, so.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he picked him up already.
Crazy.
You know, your bench is decent. T. Higgins, Drake London, both little 10-pointers. Drake London, man, hey, if you don't want Drake London, I don't know why you didn't accept my trade, Havoc. You gonna put Drake London on the bench, you might as well give him to me. You might as well give him to me. You put DeAndre Hopkins and Deebo Samuel. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins had one good game. You know he ain't gonna have 2 in a row. But, you know, what do I know? What do I know? Jordan Addison over on Defy side could have been the big difference maker there. Jordan Addison popping off for 22 points, where he could have, you know, put him in maybe for a Ayuk to make up like 16 of those points. It would have been real close. It would have been real close. It would have been real close there. Well, yeah, I want Kamara too. I need some meat on the bone, man. I don't want to just take a bench warmer. That's all I was giving. But I was giving you two starters for a bench player and a star. You know.
Yep.
Yep. You do have Chubb come back. So any updates on Chubb? Well, I guess we'll see. We'll find out right now. Let's go over to our next matchup. One of our highest scoring teams of the week. Second highest scoring team of the week. We got Mr. Aaron himself, aka Fat Chubb. Fat Chubb, what do we gotta say about our matchup here? Moving to 3-1. The 5 receiver strat for you. Looking to pay dividends.
You want to run right to it, or you want to take a word from our sponsors?
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, I think we got a little, Mr. Dreamer stepped away a little bit.
Got a little sponsor delivery. No, the sponsors did not pay for it, but I am completely okay with, approving this delivery from the sponsors. Got ourselves some Raising Cane's.
Show the camera. Show the camera. Yeah.
The best chicken possible. Couldn't ask for anything better, man. Shout out to Raising Cane's.
Hell yeah. I'm jealous. What do you get? Caniac combo?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
If you go there and you just get a random little box, like, no.
I love some combo. I think I usually get the box combo. I don't know if I could do 6 all the time. I get the 4. But I mean, either way, I get the 4, but I also get an extra cane sauce because I love that cane sauce. I wouldn't drink it out of a large cup like Dreamer, but I would definitely have it. Actually, you didn't even drink it.
Get that out of a large cup one
Remember?
Time,
yeah, we had when we went to Cane's to shoot that commercial thing. Yeah, man, I love cane sauce, man. I just love peppery sauces. The boy Piffin, pretty valiant effort. I mean, he put up 117 points this week. Mr. Jaden Daniels, man, he's looking nice. It was his waiver wire pickup last week. He's putting up points, man. This guy's the most accurate quarterback through the first 4 weeks of the season ever.
81.
I thought it was just I thought it was just rookies, but ever.
No, the one who held the record before was Tom fucking Brady. So,
yeah. So when you're putting that's some good right now. Good company right there. I mean, he did throw a pick, but I mean, man, he could work it in the air. He could work it on the ground. He's what Anthony Richardson thought he was.
What the NFL thought is.
Yeah. Same thing for Justin Fields. Justin Fields coming around. Great pickup by Aaron there. I wanted Justin Fields, honestly, in the waivers there, and he just picked him up and immediately plugged him in, and look at him putting up 34 points, one of the highest, if not the highest scoring quarterback for the week. Damn, the closest Canes to you is almost an hour away. That sucks. I mean, coleslaw is coleslaw.
I hope you guys aren't like. Yeah, I hope you guys aren't mad about the mukbang over here. I'm definitely mukbanging the show.
Yeah, the only person mad is me because I'm hungry now and I want to eat some Canes. But hey, Raising Canes!
I get in contact with Canes.
Yeah, I might have to call my boy Posty. But yo, man, can you get some sent over ASAP? Over on Aaron's team too, man. James Conner, pretty good game by him, man. I mean, James Conner has been pretty solid. Last week he had a bad game, but overall he's been pretty solid this season. Touchdowns in 3 of the 4 games. Kind of a later round pick. When did you get him? Well, let me see. What did you get him? You got him in the 5th round, which is pretty solid. I mean, that's a pretty good pick there. Obviously, the Jordan Mason pickup has been helping.
I mean, that dual running back right there, James Conner, Jordan Mason. But like, Jordan Mason has taken the reins right there from out of Georgia Tech and just proven that he's going to do his thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's gonna keep doing it until McCaffrey comes back. So.
Yeah, last year he didn't get much with McCaffrey being McCaffrey all year. The year before that, didn't really get much. But this year, like they're handing it to him, and he's making something out of it. He's even getting involved in the running game or in the passing game just a little bit, but for the most part, you hand him the ball, San Francisco's in good hands even with McCaffrey not being there.
Yeah, so I mean, aside from that, I mean, honestly, the only weak point in Aaron's team is fucking Mark Andrews, who has yet to show up a single game. Is
that a Mark Andrews problem though? Like, I mean, he got targeted once again for the second weekend. He has had a total of 9 targets in 4 games.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like, you're giving him, last week he played 33%. This week he played 46%. Like, you're not even giving him the offensive scheme.
The offensive scheme is just not involving him.
Yeah, it's like, since when is Mark Andrews the 39th ranked tight end in the league? That's ridiculous.
That motherfucker's off the team this week. Honestly,
that is ridiculous.
He has no trade value, so don't even try offering him to me.
Here's the funny part. Everybody's going to hold him, including myself, because at some point in time, he'll have a 30-point game.
Maybe.
No, I'm talking about in other leagues. Like, I'm holding him in other leagues. Right? I have one league where I have Isaiah Likely and Mark.
And you're just like, one of you guys, that's just two wasted roster spots.
It's like that meme where they poke him with the stick and they're like, do something. Like, just do something, bro.
I know. Jeez. Over on his bench, I mean, so we're looking at benches now because this week's going to be, starting this upcoming week, we got bye weeks coming around. So, Bucky Irving outshining Rashad White. So, Aaron's Mr. Handcuff over here, but his handcuffs are all good. Bucky Irving, Rico Dowdle, and Tyjae Spears all scoring double digits in the handcuff position. Pretty solid there, and he has a really deep receiving core. He has DJ Moore as well. So I mean, your team's looking pretty good. I mean, the only thing that will hurt you is if McCaffrey comes back early. But they say he has tendonitis in both his legs, so we'll see. I mean, maybe you'll be able to get it. What happened?
You said in both?
Yeah, both his legs. He came back from Germany. Both his legs. I mean, so if Jordan Mason ends up being the starter at least up until obviously through week 15 or whenever our playoffs are, then you're set. If they just rest McCaffrey and try to save him for playoffs, if they're like in contention for playoffs, then you see what it is. Otherwise, because right now you literally have one starting running back and 4 handcuffs, and one of those 4 handcuffs is starting right now. So,
yeah, this is one of those situations with McCaffrey where it's like now you got to question him. Like,
oh, you got Nick Chubb.
By the time McCaffrey gets done playing, like, is he even going to be able to do anything? Like, is he gonna have legs to walk on? Because
it's not looking good,
like,
man.
Brother.
Yeah, Piffen took a little hit this week just because Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker returned, so he was having Charbonnet last 2 weeks, which really helped him out in securing one of his wins. I mean, his team is not too bad. Obviously, Tyreek Hill just traded over to Dreamer over there. I mean, his team's not too bad, man. I mean, Tyreek Hill. Jerome Ford obviously might lose his value with Nick Chubb returning soon. David Montgomery looking well. He acquired that through trade. I mean, Piffin's.
Mike Evans got his touches this week a lot.
Yeah. Mike Evans, nice to see him bounce back. He had 2 bad weeks in a row. Jawan Jennings, it ain't no 45 points, but we'll take 12 points from Jawan Jennings. I guess apparently Washington Commanders could score the rock. So, Mr. Siebert here, the kicker, putting up 10 points, pretty nice for him there. I mean, yeah, well, my boy Piff, we dropping a 1 and 3. I moved to 1 and 3. We're not the best duo start that we want to. Yeah,
brother, I'm 1 and 3. My duo's 0 and 4.
Oh yeah, true. I guess we aren't the last duos. I think we're doing okay. Well, we're playing for the long game here. My boy Piffin's making moves. This is his second trade in 3 weeks. So maybe his rosters. He's just shaking the shit out of his roster. Hopefully they wake up and start doing something. But
I need Piffin to tell me whether he wants to do that mix up on the trade or not.
Oh yeah, Piff. Talk about the If you guys want to do the trade mix up, then you guys could cancel it and redo it if you want. Otherwise, well, I guess we would have to veto it. You'd have to try to ask everybody to veto it.
No, as the commissioner, I can just take it down.
True. All right. So he said he'll just keep Mondre.
Damn. All right. Speaking of my duo being 0 and 4, let's go ahead and pop over to the next game.
Yeah, here we go. You could
let's talk about the sub 100
squad.
Sub getting a win in the league. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fry soap really quick. Joe Burrow doing Joe Burrow things. 20.5. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's expected out of Joe Burrow. Bijan Robinson. Not gonna lie, little lackluster this year.
He's been disappointment.
He's been consistent. 14
consistently
first
disappointing.
Week, 15 second week, 12 third week. Like,
yeah, but this man was a top 5 draft pick, top 4 really.
Yeah, it's not like he's necessarily shitting the bed, but he was taken pick number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will say if last year alone, even though he had a disappointing last year, he was a top 10 running back in the league, fantasy wise. This year, right now, he's top 20. So we're looking for him to pick it up a little bit. I don't know if that's going to happen. That offense over there in Atlanta, it has like shades of being really nice, and then other shades of like, hence Kyle Pitts not getting the ball literally at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Carson Steele, literally negative
Oh my
points.
God.
Hate to see it. I just don't.
I hate that guy.
I mean, they gave the guy a ball twice. You know what I mean? And on
Yeah,
one of
he
those
fumbled
carries,
early. He fumbled early. He didn't get a chance again. It was Kareem Hunt time.
Andy Reid don't play those games. He does not play those games.
He opened it up.
Which is crazy because, like, I don't know if you know this, but Carson Steele's first start, he literally missed his sister's wedding to start.
That was last week, right? First start.
Yeah, and then like another week later, he's no longer that guy. On to Chris Olave. I'm a big Chris Olave guy. Fantasy wise,
I'm not an Olave guy.
Yeah, fantasy wise, he's been a little lackluster.
He's been heating up lately, though.
He follows up a big week last week with another good week this week, above projections, so not bad. Calvin Ridley, on the other hand, could not follow up a big week a couple weeks ago. He has scored a total of like 3.5, 4 points over the last 2 weeks. So that Tennessee offense, I mean, we know what that Tennessee offense was going to be.
Hey, Mr. Trubisky might be the quarterback over there now, though, right? Huh?
I mean, they got to do something. I don't know. Like Levis got injured, so they got to do something with him. I don't even know who Elijah Higgins is, to be so honest.
Plug and play.
Especially since he's...
Who's his bench? Who's his bench time? Oh my God! Damn, his whole bench is injured.
Dude, brother,
Evan
his
Ingram.
entire team is injured, brother.
Who's he got?
We
on
can't
IR
even
too?
see his IR.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't even see his IR.
Michael Pittman looked nice though with Michael Pittman looked nice with Joe Flacco coming in. So
Michael Pittman is gonna look fantastic with Joe Flacco.
I know. I just hope honestly, he stays starting though. I think Anthony Richardson didn't get seriously hurt, so they're gonna just. I don't know. I think it's Flacco time, but
I think it is. I think it has to be. I think if you want to make any kind of reigns as the Colts this year, what are the Colts? What's the Colts record?
I think they're decent. I think they're actually like 2-2.
Are they 2-2? Yeah, they're literally 2-2, right? They take down the undefeated
Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know what I mean? Flacco goes 16 for 26, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 carries, 3 yards. Like Flacco's running the ball. Like, what are we doing?
What did I say?
Jonathan Taylor went crazy. You said Trubisky.
Oh yeah, my bad. Not Trubisky. Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor did his thing though. I mean, Alec Pierce didn't really get a look. It was, you know what it was? It was the Michael Pittman Jr. Show there, right? So, I mean, I think you keep Flacco in if you're trying to win as Indiana or Indianapolis.
I think so too.
Because like Richardson just ain't it, man. He can't hit the target. He's already proven it.
Yeah. OBG Medic, who's that? That's Dossel's guy, right?
I think that's Dossel's guy.
Dossel's guy moving to 2-2. He doesn't even have a starting running back really, but man, Chase Brown popped off, huh?
Like, dude, in all honesty, like, I mean, I think he wins this game regardless, obviously, because
Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Lamar Jackson. That's a pretty good stack.
Running back wise, as Medic, like, you're playing. Like, who did you have? Oh, he's got Mixon and Mostert. That's what he has.
Oh, on his bench. Oh, yeah, and they're both hurt. Mostert hasn't played a game yet this season, right? Is he returning anytime soon or what?
I don't know if he plays.
Looks next week. Next week he's playing. I mean, what's crazy is that as much, even though Mostert's also a running back, I feel like A-Chain needs Mostert because he needs a change of pace to help him out. And I think A-Chain, we'll get to A-Chain, to whoever has A-Chain in our league. We haven't seen him yet, but man, because A-Chain is struggling the last 2 weeks without a quarterback. But congrats to Solar Dweller over here, man. He's, Jacoby Myers might be stock might be rising, with the trade request from Devontae Adams, so might be a good hold from him there. I mean, Christian Kirk is starting to come around too, even though
let's talk
Jacksonville
about
keeps losing.
Nico Collins. Talk about Nico Collins being the number 1 guy over there.
He's beasting. Number 2 overall behind Malik Neighbors.
This man is. This man's ridiculous, though. He's got almost 500 receiving yards through the last 4 games.
Yeah, he's killing it. You know, we were worried. You know, obviously we were worried about Texans spreading the ball because, you know, Nico's that guy, but you know, Stephon Diggs has been at it over there. He's caught a few touchdown passes.
I think everybody was laughing at Medic for taking Nico Collins in round 2, but holy shit!
Like, yeah, I mean, he's looking good for his team. I just don't know. He has no running backs, man. But he does have some. I mean, obviously, if Jonah Mixon comes back healthy and Raheem Mostert, does Raheem Mostert things and scores TDs when he's back and healthy, who knows? This team could round out to be a pretty good team. He's got Lamar Jackson at quarterback. He's got Jamar Chase. He's got Nico Collins. Kincaid's a solid tight end as well. I mean, his team could be coming around. He's just steady floating right now. 2-2, not great, not bad. Putting up 41 points with that. All right.
Got a question in the chat. Where do you guys want to see Dallas Cowboys? I'm not gonna lie though. You take Devontae Adams, put in Dallas. That's a little scary. But
do they even have the cap for that, or how'd that even work?
Dude, I'm sure they can make something happen. I mean, people like the last couple of years, there's been a big wave of teams converting like salaries into signing bonuses.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they can make the space for it. The Chiefs just did that on like God knows how many different contracts and made space. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, honestly, it's probably gonna be. Well, the Chiefs will probably want them, but their division, they're in the same division. So if I were the Raiders, you better not trade. They better not trade him. Yeah, Rashid Rice got injured, so I mean, that's terrible news. But like,
Rashid Rice got injured by his own quarterback.
I know.
And that hit did not look good. He's not playing the rest of this year.
Nah, he's done for. Happening. But
can you imagine if they both went down during that play?
That would have been a double whammy, literally. But yeah, I mean, I think obviously it'd be cool. Me personally, I would like to see him on the Jets just because I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm a Packers fan. I wouldn't really want him on the Packers just because the Packers got something good going right now, and I don't want him to stunt the growth of like a Jaden Reed or a Dontavian Wicks and all them. I don't think they necessarily need him, but definitely feel like they need him over in on the Jets or on the Chiefs. Obviously, Dallas Cowboys would be. I guess. I mean, who wouldn't want Devontae Adams? Who do you guys think
the thing is like he's got to be somewhere where you have a quarterback who's going to put the ball to him.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys would actually be a good fit for him. That's aside from me being a Cowboys fan.
Derek Carr reunite. He's gonna go to the Saints now.
I think the Saints would be a good look for him
if they could get him. Yeah, I'm sure Derek Carr is probably like, "Yo, give me my baby back."
Dude, that man's licking his lips over there because Derek Carr has been chucking that bitch, and that's what he's attacking over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope he doesn't go to. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he goes to the Chiefs, but I kind of like seeing Kelsey, turn up early now. But Saints or Jets, Saints or Jets would be the most would make the most sense for his quarterbacks that he likes.
I think the Jets is a very big possibility. I think he's gonna So what is the story on it? Was he the one that requested the trade, or
he requested a trade today? If he goes to the Jets, Garrett Wilson's requesting a trade, or maybe Garrett Wilson goes to who knows? Maybe they just trade him straight up. Garrett Wilson goes over to Vegas because that'd be. I mean, that's the only thing they can really offer him. Huh?
The only thing Las Vegas wants is
picks.
They want a second round pick, and then they want a little compensation on the side of it. So what I can see the Jets doing, they're not getting rid of Garrett Wilson. That's not happening. To be honest, Devontae Adams coming into the picture actually helps Garrett Wilson. Because
it would.
Yeah, it would spread the field out, right? So like I can see them giving up a second and a sixth. And maybe Mike Williams or something like that.
Nobody wants Mike Williams, man. That guy can't even stay on the field.
Look, there's a lot of people that get traded that nobody wants.
I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to the Green Bay Jets. I want Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard.
Where's Randall Cobb when you need him?
I know. They might bring Randall Cobb out of retirement just to come in there and fill the slot.
Somebody call Eddie Lacy, man. Where's Cheeseburger Eddie?
Yo, Eddie Lacy, man. Fun fact. I actually was a part of one of Eddie Lacy's very few Lambeau leaps. a few
Really?
years back. Yeah, I was in the 4th row, so I could just touch his pads. But
You survived?
he made it up there. I think he made it up there on the first try too. I don't think he had to jump twice either. But man, he was a big boy.
When they have to jump twice, that's a big.
Yeah.
When they gotta jump twice, man, that's just like, dang.
Yeah. Wait, what? Eddie Lacy got arrested today for DUI. Oh man, we ain't gonna talk about
Okay.
that. Let's go to the next matchup, man.
Damn, bro. All right, on to the next one.
Speaking of Rashid Rice, man, undefeated. He's been dominating so far this season. Highest scoring team all season. We got Mr. Agons over here, taking his first L to none other than Tamer's boy, Mr. Sick Kicks. Tamer avenging over here and taking him out by 20 points. And, you know, you got Rashid Rice with the big 0. That's honestly the difference right there, because Rashid Rice is putting up 20 a game. Jalen Hurts, not a good game. I mean, they both have some, you know, some bad play from their top running backs, A-Chain and Brees Hall this week. But, you know, picked up elsewhere, you know. CeeDee Lamb, good game. Brian Robinson, good game. Kieran Williams, good game. Stephon Diggs.
Seeing A-Chain with, 10 carries, 15 yards, that's just something's got to give over there in Miami. And
Yeah.
that's, you know what, that's
10
one of the
carries,
reasons
4
why
yards for
I'm
Brees
making
Hall.
the trade I'm making. So, yeah, Brees Hall too. Like,
Yeah, they're not gonna have they might be down, but they ain't gonna be down for long, man. But
it's just a rough week for the boys.
yeah, I wonder if Miami honestly should just try to at least secure, even if Tua's like in question, like they should have been trying to secure a veteran quarterback from somewhere, you know. Somewhere, you know, what happened to Fitz Magic, man?
That's what I'm saying, man. I've been saying that 3 weeks.
I know.
Somebody call Fitz Magic. Ryan, where are you? Because holy, you know what? Grab one of the Ryans, man. Like Tannehill is still out there somewhere too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, tell me Tannehill's not sitting over somewhere just kicking it. He's been in Miami before. He loves the weather. Go ahead and call Tannehill up too.
Yeah, and even though Ray Rice put up a big 0, you know, Zay Flowers on the opposite end
You
here.
say
Only,
Ray Rice?
Ray Rice. Ray Rice. I was looking at the purple on Zay Flowers in Baltimore, and I was looking at Rashid Rice, and then I saw an elevator, and then I was just like, oh man, I better back off right now. But Zay Flowers only putting up 1.75 points. You know, it's just unfortunate that Rashid Rice injury is gonna definitely hurt Agon's team. His team has been cooking so far. We'll see what move. I mean, I don't know if they have the results. Let's see. Ruled out for week 5. Oh well, obviously he's ruled out for week 5.
Yeah,
Have they done
he's done for the year. There's no way.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the confirmation yet, apparently. So I guess you know, we're waiting on a confirmation here. I guess we'll find out any day now. With that said, Sick Kicks looking nice, because I mean he's got Xavier Worthy, who turned up in his absence, and you know, it might be his stock is trending upwards with that injury potentially being major. Laporta looked nice. He finally had a decent game. You know, 4 catches, 53 yards. That's respectable. We like those. You know, Zach Ertz, a nice little pickup too. I mean, anytime, like the tight ends, they're starting to come around. We were having like one tight end scored 20 points, and then the rest of the tight ends scoring a sub 5 points. But now they're kind of like, you know, they kind of.
I saw like a statistic earlier that was like Jared Goff has more touchdown catches this year than
than all these guys.
And it's like Travis Kelce,
Laporta.
Somebody else was there was a couple
Jalen Waddle, and I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing that.
I was just like, man, like that's crazy to think about.
It is crazy. We got, you know, Jake Moody and Young Ho. I mean, both putting up some good points on the kicking end there. Atlanta defense putting up 18 points. Atlanta defense, how are they overall, man?
I mean, the Atlanta defense in itself, not bad. Like they're putting up kind of mid-tier points. They're not really getting to the quarterback. I think obviously this week they had 2 touchdowns. You know, they're just kind of a mediocre defense. They're top 20 in the league.
They're only 21st. Yeah, Chicago
So
top 5 defense.
I mean, Chicago's doing their thing, and realistically, I think Chicago defense is that team is winning.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, they've won the last 2 weeks.
2-2?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2-2 now.
That's ridiculous. That team should be 0-4.
Yeah, they're terrible. Anybody still got Caleb Williams on the roster? Aaron, is that you? Jared Goff. I mean, Jared Goff had a perfect game yesterday. You know, but he has he's not really starter material for him when he has CJ Stroud, but I guess it's just to keep another okay quarterback behind us. I mean, he hasn't been scoring too much, but I mean, obviously the receiving touchdown for a little +6 there helped him out. On the bench here, we had Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas is looking nice. A little 20-pointer for Jacksonville over there. The rookie showing out there. Scary Terry on the bench over for Mr. Sick Kicks. I mean, I'm still looking at these deaths, man. I don't know if these teams are built. I don't know if these teams are built for bye weeks.
Look, I told everybody do not at all give up on Scary Terry. A lot of people laughed at me. This man is doing his thing now.
He is. Last 2 games.
I told you it's literally gonna take 1 week. 1 week is all it's gonna take for them to understand that this is your guy over there. Okay, use everybody else to spread the field out, cool. But this guy will find a way to catch the ball. In the last couple of weeks, he's got 152 yards of receiving over the last 2 weeks.
And touchdowns.
Only 2 touchdowns, which also happen to be, I think it's about half of Jaden Daniels' touchdown passes are literally to him right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, understand that's your guy over there, man. And immediately his projection goes up. His production is going to go up. I mean, he's facing a Cleveland defense that's been shitting the bed a little bit. About half the time this year. He goes to Baltimore. That's going to be a little difficult, but then he goes right back to Carolina, Chicago, New York, Pittsburgh. So it's like he's going to get his points. Believe in Scary Terry, man.
Yep. Well, that rounds out our week here. Let's take a look at the quick standings here. We got Mr. Tamer over here with his 480 points scored, which is pretty respectable. Sitting at 4-0. Dasa right there behind 3-1. Yeah, he's struggling a little bit, but I mean, you don't got as little points as Defy. His season's not looking like it's off to a good start. I mean, he is tied at 1-3, so we're technically all tied for 4th on record wise, but the LVI division is still pretty close. I mean, a little spread. I mean, I think it's gonna change here.
All honesty, though, both divisions are still pretty close. It's really gonna make a difference. When we go to the when we go to the next week matchups and just those really, I mean, you've got Docile against Havoc, right?
So you want me to put that up? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, go ahead and put that up on screen. So we've got.
Oh, I get a bye week next week. Let's go. Havoc. I got a bye week next week.
Who are you playing?
Defy, baby.
Oh yeah,
let's go. Let's go. If I lose that game, man, I'm shaving my head.
That's crazy. I'm gonna clip it, chat. But I'm gonna hold you to that. So you've got Defy. You should move to 2 and. I unfortunately go and take on Tamer next week.
No. Fortunately, dude, look at your favorite to win right now. Let's see. Does he have any guys on bye week next week? Let's see who we got.
I think he does. I think that's his.
No Saquon, no Jameer Gibbs, bro. You are primed.
No Jameer Gibbs.
See what I mean? You're primed for the upset here.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna be out James Cook. And I'm gonna be adding Tyreek Hill. So.
That's true. Yeah. So it's
Dallas Goddard. I gotta throw Isaiah Likely in there.
You got Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary will have a bounce back game, I feel.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, but. With that one, I mean, I might be able to take that undefeated out of there. Docile plays Havoc.
Oh,
one of those is going to.
Hey, you guys say your rosters already. Yeah, I got a few guys on by myself.
Piffin against Agons. That's going to be a big game for them.
Yeah, big game for Piffin to see if the trade is successful for him. Agon's obviously losing Rashee Rice, but he's looking to bounce back after suffering his first loss of the season.
I mean, there's definitely some room for both sides of the league to maneuver into that playoff. Contention.
Man, this is a must-win for your boy Soap, but he is going up against Tamer Jr. over here in Sick Kicks, man.
Dude, he's got to do something. I mean,
he's got to do something or make some trades, or I don't know, man. He might have to make some roster moves. He might have to shoot him a text message, man.
The problem is he doesn't have a lot to trade, and he knows that. Me and him have had conversations. The thing is, Soap is a really good fantasy football player.
Hi, man. All I see here.
Good. Dude, I'm looking at his team right now, right? He's got Hawkinson on PUP, right? So he's sitting on IR. He's waiting for him to come back. He's got Pacheco on IR, right? Vontae Smith out. Evan Ingram out. Austin Eckler out. Like he has one guy on the bench that's even active, and that's Michael Pittman.
Yeah, maybe he needs to start dropping and picking up people and stop trying to hold on to all these people with high hopes. You know, if he can't afford to go 0-5, he can't. If he goes 0-5, his playoff hopes are slim to none. Like it's tough. I mean, you know, was it 12 weeks before playoffs? Is it 12 or 13? 13 weeks?
I think
might be 13.
I think it's 12 weeks. I think playoffs started week 15.
Okay, so 14 weeks. I mean, you know, you start 0-5. The best you could do, you know, I guess you could get to, you know, 9-5. But I mean, man.
I mean, I've seen an 8-8 make the playoffs, or 8-6.
Yeah, but we're doing what we're doing. We're not doing 8 teams. We're doing 6 teams, right? So I mean, it's gonna be top 3 from each. So and it's top 3 from each division, right? So he's already got, you know, top 3 is 3-1 right now in his division. So he's down 3 games already.
Oh yeah, that 4. LVI community side is looking rough.
Yeah, for us, you know, we got Havoc over here sitting at 2-2. So like we're only a game out of third over here. You know, I think obviously, you know, the points scored is going to be huge, so you can't really afford to mess up on your lineups because you need to have the points. It's going to be the tiebreaker. You know, there might be teams tied at 8-8, 9-7, whatever it may be, or whatever you want to call it, 500 or a game over, and that points for a tiebreaker is going to be it's going to be tough right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron,
it's going to be something
against Medic for our last matchup of next week. You know, Aaron's team looking pretty good, you know, but OBG Medic, he's kind of been lurking. He's been lurking.
A little bit. He's lurking around.
Yeah.
Like, he's still scoring wise, but you know, he's just trying to make some, you know, put something together. Medic just has to make. He'll be solid. It's also like
that sentence cut out all the way. Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, sorry. I said Medic just needs to make a couple small moves and he'll be. I mean, at the end of the day, like he has some people that are just kind of sitting on the bench, dwindling, but they're putting up some numbers. So maybe it's time to, you know, switch some people in and give some break. Who knows?
Definitely.
With that being said, though, we're going to slide over to our awards of the week and check on these. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So what we got? Best manager.
Aaron.
Literally scored the max points possible. Couldn't have put anybody else in. Aaron. Worst manager on the other side, our guy Docile over here left a lot of money on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money on the bench. Could have ended up with 127, ended up sub 100, which is crazy to think about from a guy who's literally top of the league. Sub 100 is nuts, but I mean, you don't expect a Dunze to put up 2. So, you know, you really can't do much. But he's got 2 quarterbacks on the bench that scored 30 plus. It wouldn't have mattered.
Everybody has to be humbled once in a while, you know. Dawson's been talking some mad shit lately. So, I mean, you know, everybody's got to take a little sip of humble juice, you know?
Yeah, you had to get humbled a little bit. We got the biggest blowout over.
It might be the show curse, honestly. Who should we have? We should have Tamer on the show next, low-key.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have to come talk to us after I put him down.
Yeah.
Got the biggest blowout over here by a margin of 93%.
Your mic's cut out again.
My mic's cut out?
Yeah. Do you turn up your suppression extra higher than normal, or is it?
I don't know. I might have.
Because that white noise is gone for sure. But no worries. Go ahead. 93%.
Yeah, 93%. You know, kind of blowout there. That's a narrow victory goes to Havoc, only beating Defy by 16 points. Kind of right.
Dang, that was the narrowest victory. I mean, there's a lot of blowouts this week, then, really.
Yeah, it looks like there was a lot of blowout. I mean, I lost by damn near 40 to you, by 50. 30 from Aaron to Piffin, and then 70 from Medic to Soap.
That was insane.
Sick Kicks wins by 20. So yeah, that is the most. You know what I mean? Highest score Tamer at 146.54. Lowest score Soap over here at 73. Overachiever was projected at 110, but pulled out 141.
Yeah, his team delivered.
Medic turned up. Underachiever projected for 103 and somehow pulls out 73.
Your boy Soap. So
Yeah,
I
which is
mean,
crazy.
the overachiever versus the underachiever. So I mean, it's kind of that's the big gap right there.
Yeah, that's nuts. QBs of the week, Justin Fields at 34, starting over there for Aaron. Running back of the week, Derrick Henry at 39, 24 carries, a touchdown, 3 for 3, 10 yards, and another touchdown. So kind of wild over there for Havoc.
Havoc.
Wide receiver of the week, Nico Collins doing his thing. Already talked about it.
Yeah, I finally got an award, tight end of the week. Travis Kelce putting up some points for once. No touchdowns still, but I mean, he's looking nice, and I'm expecting him to trend upward. I know, right? You got the boy Agons with Young Hoku putting up, 4 field goals and 2 extra points for 50 points there, and then we got the
50.
Yeah, and we got the Niners defense, man, putting up 29 points this week.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
6 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, they were dropping the ball.
Sitting on the bench over there for Dossel with 34 points. Tony Pollard on the bench over there for Mikey. Battered. Mikey also gets a wide receiver bench warmer of the week.
Man, my bench was cooking this week.
Bench is cooking. I need your bench on my team. Which is crazy. Tight end bench warmer of the week, 5.6 points for Piffin. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Tamer somehow also has the Cleveland Browns defense. So
he has the top two defenses, I guess, apparently.
So it's wild.
And then we have our trade.
The trade pending on the wire.
Yeah, Piffin saying
go to me. Sutton and Cook go to Piffin.
Yeah, Piffin saying Tua's coming back. How do I spell his name? Tua Tagovailoa. Let's see. No news from the player. Oh wait, that's Talia. Oh, who's this? Is this his brother?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
They already have him in there, but he hasn't. He's
not okay. Is reportedly symptom. All right. 13 hours ago, Tua is reportedly symptom free and is on track to return to the field as soon as week 8.
I'm just saying,
so,
man.
Week 8 from injured reserve.
Here's the thing. Even with Tua not being there, like Tyreek Hill has such a high ceiling that it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean?
As long as you keep yourself in playoff contention by week 8, you should be could come back to haunt Piffin. I mean,
Yeah, man, his ceiling's just so high that it's like, bro, like like right now, is he worth anything? I mean, it's Tyreek Hill, so he's always worth something.
Yeah.
But like he's not worth what he normally would be, right?
Piffin,
but like I've got to have the faith that this man is gonna be something.
Get the number 1 pick in the draft. Technically. Yeah.
Technically.
Who'd you give up again? For Cortland Sutton and James Cook. So, I mean, I think it's a pretty good trade as long as the main killer is that Miami needs to somehow win a couple games so that they're completely out for the season, and you need to win a couple games so that you're not completely out. So as long as those two things happen,
like I've got to hope Tyreek does a little bit of something. Like right now, until that quarterback comes back.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a win now situation. That's why I have to make this trade. Otherwise, I'm going to be honest. I probably wouldn't make this trade just because James Cook has been very consistent for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think Piffin's betting on the fact that James Cook is didn't do shit this week.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a workhorse, but who just had a bad game this week.
But it's like, I mean, if I take Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, and AJ Brown when he comes back, I'll take that. I got to see what happens with it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's switch over to our waiver wire pickup of the week.
What are we thinking?
What do you think? I mean, obviously, Kareem Hunt would have been on my list, but I picked him up last week already. So Kareem Hunt's looking nice for me. Justin Fields, obviously, you just got picked up. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if Joe Flacco. The thing is, so for Indy, it would be nice, if Joe Flacco is going to be the quarterback going forward, which who knows? There's a lot of people picking him up right now. Then that definitely increases the value of, like a Josh Downs, who was one of his favorite targets last year, or one of Indianapolis's favorite targets last year. So I mean, there's some stuff to go there. I mean, even like Justice Hill, even though Derrick Henry's been popping off, like Baltimore is they're just run and dump offense. So I mean, Justice Hill probably holds more value than the Zay Flowers So I mean, it's and you know, I don't know, over in Green Bay I see Dontavius Wicks is, you know, an option out there, but I mean, you know, you do have Jaden Reed, you do have Romeo Dobbs. Wicks caught 2 touchdown passes. I mean, they're a high passing offense. Obviously those of you that own Josh Jacobs, you know, are suffering right now a little bit with the lack of touchdowns he's producing. I'm gonna say, damn man, I mean, my waiver wire pickup of the week would be Kareem Hunt, but I mean, I got him already. But he might be available in your leagues.
I'm gonna take a stab out here, and I'm going to say somebody that really needs to be looked at right now is Josh Downs. I think if they move on from Anthony Richardson, at least for the time being, and let Flacco run the show out there, which is very much, then Downs is going to be something big. I mean, he showed up big this week, 8 for 9, 82 yards, touchdown, averaging 10 plus. So, you know, you definitely should take a look at Josh Downs. Also, Tutu Atwell over there in LA. He's going to be the guy right now when Cooper Kupp comes back and Nakua is not back. You know, they're still going to need to spread the field out. Tutu's a possibility.
He's been solid.
Also, yeah, I mean, he hasn't been
back-to-back double digits.
Yeah, he has been producing a little bit. Cade Otton is also something you can look at. You know, the tight end over there in Tampa Bay.
He's getting a lot of targets.
His snaps, he's getting his targets, he's getting his play. So all he needs to add is a touchdown to that, and he'll be a top end tight end right now because none of the tight ends can score any touchdowns. But I also wanted to look at the possibility of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Carson Wentz didn't do shit. Samaje Perine they really haven't been using him much. So it's like, when do you kind of throw that duo back together with Kareem Hunt and Clyde Edwards?
Yeah, potential.
Ain't coming back this year.
Yeah, they were a good tandem a few years back, man. I mean, I was even high on Clyde Edwards-Helaire last year though, and he ran pretty good, but I didn't know what he did. I don't know what he did to lose playing time. Must have been something in practice, something before Isaiah Pacheco just took over. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's only 4 years into the league, and like, he still got some tank in that gas, or he still got some tank in that gas. He got some gas in that tank. Gas, he got tank in that gas, man. So I mean, you know, that's a good little thing. Obviously, you know, there's a few other, just keep a lookout to him. You know, and Carson Steele, man, yeah, he's getting dropped.
Yeah, it's just a wrap for him. I mean, he had his opportunity.
He had his opportunity.
Best out of it.
Yep.
And, you know, it just is what it is at this point. But I think, you know, the waiver wire this week is looking a little slim. It's looking a little slim.
Yeah, looking a little slim. I mean, obviously Trey Sermon is up there pretty high just because of the potential ankle sprain for Jonathan Taylor. So I mean, I don't know if there's an update on Jonathan Taylor, but you know, potentially Trey Sermon gets some runs on it. Right. I mean Trey Sermon didn't do much with what he had, but you never know. You know, I don't know. It depends if it ought to depend if JT has to be out for a bit, but yeah.
I think JT will be all right. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but realistically, who knows? Who knows? I think that just about rounds us out. What do you think?
Yeah, no, thanks. Shout again to all our sponsors. You know, all our members of the community, and you know, thanks to you for getting some Raising Cane's and eating in my face.
Look, I didn't eat that much. I didn't want to.
I know. Yeah, it looked like you just had a piece or two, huh?
I only like one right now.
Yeah, but yeah, if you have any waiver wire pickups you think of and you're watching the VOD or you're watching this after the fact, or if you've been helped in any way through these first 4 episodes and want to comment any of the moves you've made based on our, you know, our choices or our waiver wire pickups of the week, sorry, comment down below. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And remember that we are on every Tuesday, usually at 7 p.m., sometimes earlier, but usually at 7 p.m. PST. Tonight we did it a little bit earlier. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you guys. You got anything else for us, Dreamer? Can I get it all?
Hey, we appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us. If you have missed it, please go back and watch the VOD. Just look at everything we've talked about. But all in all, we do appreciate everything you guys at the table. Thank you guys for watching us and making this possible. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Bikey, lovely co-host over here. And
No, you.
You've been watching the Inferno Hot Corner, man. You guys have an amazing day.
Have a good night.